Hey, Jenny, it's good to see you. Hey, Misty, I'm glad you're there. All right, you can have a chair handy, you can have blocks. Either way, we're getting ready to start our practice. If at any time you start to feel you need a break, take a break. If not, we're going to breathe and move. Just let's get started since we're a little bit behind. So come to the front of your mat. Bring your feet together. Press into your feet. Lift your thighs. Roll back the shoulders. Take a breath. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Keep pressing your feet, lift the thighs, quadriceps, reach back a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. You can bend your knees if you need to for the first couple go rounds. Bring your hips so they're over your heels. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, look forward, take your shoulders back. Hips over heels. Take another breath, take your hands to the floor and go into Chaturanga Dandasana or a plank pose. Come forward. I need to move my screen. Come forward. You can bring your knees down or stay in that plank. Come all the way down. Untuck your toes. Bring your forearms down. Press into your forearms. Lift your chest. Press into your feet. Lift those thighs. Look straight ahead. Your gaze. My teacher Eddie Marks was saying that in one of these practices, the three things you need are the pose, the breath, and where you're looking, your focus. Bring the hands back. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. Press into the hands. Take the heels down towards the floor. Keep breathing. Can you guys see me okay? It's kind of dark. Bring your feet together. Look between your hands, and you can either step, coil your abdomen, or jump between your hands. Let your head come down and your hips come forward. I'm going to turn the light up a little bit. There we go. Inhale, flat back, look forward, take your shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up, take your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Round one, round two. Inhale, press into your feet. Lift your arms, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. So this practice is going to be a little bit faster as it is a intermediate practice. Bring your hands to your shins, look forward, take your shoulders back. Thighs are still lifted. Take your hands to the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana, step your opposite leg back. Come into that high plank, stiff wooden board, buttocks are not up in the air. Look straight ahead. You can bring your knees down, bend the elbows, come down, Chaturanga, untuck your toes. Bring your forearms down, press into your feet, lift the thighs. Press into your hands, straighten your arms, leave your pubic bone on the floor, shoulders back. Look straight ahead, or even look up. Keep pressing into the feet to keep the thighs lifted. Bhujangasana. Take another breath, bring your hands down, back by your ribs, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho is down, Mukha is face, Svana is dog, Asana is pose. Keep pressing into your hands, the tops of the thighs move back, heels moving towards the floor. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, and either step or jump between your hands. Uttanasana, intense stretch. hips over heels. Bring the hands onto your shins or thighs, look forward, shoulders back, Ardha Uttanasana, half intense stretch. Ardha's half. Exhale, come back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse, come all the way up, take your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go again. Press into your feet, lift your arms, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head come down. Bring hands to your shins, look forward, shoulders back, Ardha Uttanasana. Take your hands back down, Chaturanga Dandasana, your pick. If you have shoulder issues, come to your knees, come down. If you do the same repetitive movement incorrectly over time, you're going to injure yourself. So untuck your toes, press into your feet, lift the thighs. Press into your hands, lift the shoulders up, back, and down. Press into both, come up. Keep pressing into the feet. Press into the hands, look up, take the shoulders back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Bring the knees down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. You can bring your feet in slightly. Take the thighs, tops of the thighs towards that back wall. Open up your fingers. Lift your toes. Bring your feet together. Look between your hands and either step or jump. If you're stepping, step a different foot forward. Pull your abdomen. Come back to the top of your mat. Hips over heels. Inhale, take your arms up and look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to do a variation. I got this out of Yoga for Sports by Iyengar. This new little sequence is to promote agility. Inhale, take your arms up, look up. Come down, Uttanasana. Now you're going to step back directly into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. One more breath. Now you're going to come forward into upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Look up, shoulders back, thighs lifted. Your toes are still tucked. You're still on your toes. The bottoms of your toes. I'm trying to explain it. Now come back into that high plank. It's time for Chaturanga Dandasana. Come all the way down. Now untuck your toes so they were tucked. Press into the hands and feet. You're going back up into upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Sternum lifted. Bend your knees, tuck your toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Thighs are moving back. Bring your feet together. Look between your hands. Bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Inhale, look up. Take those hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. If you have sciatic issues, don't jump, just step. Inhale, come back up. Take your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Round two. Inhale, take your arms up. Reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Intense stretch. Thighs are lifting, buttocks over heels, head down. Let it hang. Bring your hands into your shins or thighs, look forward, shoulders are back. Ardha Uttanasana. Half intense stretch. Where are you looking? Where's your gaze? Where's your focus? Take your hands to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Head is moving towards the floor. Thighs are still lifting up and back. Sides of the body are lengthening. Heels are moving away from each other. Breathe. You can take your feet back just a little bit. Come forward, upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Look up. Press into your feet and hands. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. Come into that high plank. You can bring your knees to the floor, chaturanga, modify, untuck your toes, press into your feet. Now, if it feels too much to take your hands into a full straight arm, you can bring your forearms down and do any of the variations that we did before. Come up, shoulders back. Lift. Bend your knees, tuck your toes, downward dog. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees, look between your hands, step the opposite foot forward. Uttanasana, intense stretch. Look between your thighs at the back wall. Bring your hands to your shins or thighs, look forward. Ardha Uttanasana, half intense stretch. Shoulders are back. Look forward. Smile maybe. Come back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way back up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward handed pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do it again. Reach. Reach. Press into your feet and make your hands move away from your body. Make the top part of your body move away from the lower part. Exhale, forward fold. Everybody doing okay? Bring your hands to your shins or thighs, look forward. Quads are still lifted. Take your hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Do you remember where we go from here? That's right, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Remember, your fingers aren't touching each other. The way we're supposed to stay away from people at this time. Shoulders back. Look up. Breathe. Come into that high plank. Come forward, chaturanga. Unless you have shoulder issues, take your knees to the floor first. Untuck your toes. Press into your feet. Lift the thighs. Press into the hands. Shoulders up, back, and down. Hook your shoulder blades. Hook them back. Keep them there. Come up. Look up. Bend your knees, tuck your toes, downward dog. If you're feeling a little bit out of sorts or like you're building that heat up, you can bring your feet together. Take your knees apart. Child pose. Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero pose. Keep breathing. Everyone doing okay? Downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees in either step or jump. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, forward fold, look between the thighs. Inhale, reverse, take your arms back up, look up. Keep breathing, hands to heart center. Right. Now, I'm going to come to the front of the mat. And we're going to go, well, actually, we're going to do it again, but now we're going to add a few extra poses into what we just did. So we're going to go from there, we're going to go into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Natita Parsva Konasana, extended side angle pose. So come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up, look up. Reach back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hips over heels. Bring your hands back to your shins, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, half intense stretch. Take your hands to the floor, step back into downward facing dog. All right, now from here, bring your feet together, bend your knees. Step, I'm going to mirror you, so I'm telling you an opposite foot than the foot that you're going to step. So step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down to the floor. Straighten your right leg. Bring your right hand to your shin. Come a little bit higher up towards your knee. Take your left arm up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Press the outer edge of your left foot down. Straighten that leg. Press into the big toe of your right foot. Take your head back to bring your hips forward. And then look up, that top hand. And breathe. Even take this top rib down so this side of your body is more even with the top part. Breathe. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Try 3, Kona angle asana pose. Inhale, come up. Bend your knee away from the midline. Virabhadrasana 2. Keep the left shoulder back. Take your arms out. Look over your right middle finger with your opposite eye. Don't lean forward. Come back. Bend the knee. Now take your forearm to your thigh. Take your left arm up. Press that thigh back. Look up at your top hand. Breathe. Now make your hands active so they're not just hanging out. So that the entire body is moving. Keep breathing. Take another breath. Straighten that leg. Turn that foot in. Opposite leg out. Take the hand down. Other arm up. Trikonasana, other side. Head back, hips forward. Look at your top hand. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Keep breathing. Come back up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Take your knee over your ankle. See if you can make that thigh parallel to the floor. Have both arms even. Look over the middle finger of your opposite hand. So look with your right eye. Look over your left middle finger. Take your shoulders away from your ears. And move the knee away from the midline. Virabhadrasana 2. Virabhadra was a warrior. Keep pressing the outer edge of your right foot down to straighten that leg. Press the inner toe, big toe of your left foot, make that knee move back. Take another breath, bring your forearm to your thigh, top arm up, Parsvakonasana modified. Press with your left forearm, make that thigh move back, shoulders back, look up. Smile. Breathe. Take another breath, straighten that leg, turn back towards the front of the mat, step that foot forward. Stand in your Tadasana. Take another breath. Lift the quadriceps and the hamstrings. Inhale, take your arms up, look up. Krishna. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hips are coming over hips. Now bring your hands to your shins or thighs. Look up. Shoulders back. Ardha Uttanasana. Hands back to the floor. Downward facing dog. Step your opposite foot back. Downward facing dog. Now we're coming back into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. Keep the thighs lifted, shoulders back. Come into the high plank, come forward into Chaturanga Dandasana. Chatra is 4 limbs, Chaturanga is 4 limbs, staff pose. Press into your feet, lift the thighs, press into your hands, shoulders up, back and down. Press into both, come up. Look up, shoulders back. No one's pose is perfect. That's why it's called a practice. Bring your knees down, downward facing dog. We're going to go through what we just did a minute ago one more time. So remember, you want the thighs lifted. Lift those toes up. Sit bones towards the ceiling. Bring your feet together. Look between your hands. Bend your right knee or lift your right knee. Bend it. Coil your abdomen. Step that foot forward. Spin your left heel down to the floor. Straighten your right leg. Take your right hand to your shin. Take your left shoulder back. Keep both legs straight. How about your arms? Are they bent or are they straight? An unbroken line of energy. Head back, hips forward, look up. Look at your left middle finger with your right eye. Keep breathing. Feel good. Feel happy. Let it go. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Knee over the ankle. Can you make that thigh parallel to the floor? Breathe. Look over that middle finger. Press the outer edge of your left foot down. Straighten that leg. Press your big toe of your right foot. Make that knee move back. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Take that arm up. Now, if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you have options. You can stay here or bring your forearm in front of your thigh. Keep pulling to lengthen the side of the lower body and bring your hand onto the floor or a block beside you. Take the top arm up, bend that elbow. Take the hand behind your head and look up past your thumb. With your left thumb with your right eye. Open up your chest as you look up. Bring the hand back, straighten the leg, come up, switch sides. Bend your knee. Breathe. Actually, it's triangle. Keep that leg straight. Bring your head down to the side. Head back, hips forward. Can you guys hear me? So we were in triangle. Come up to Virabhadrasana 2. Look over that middle finger with the opposite eye. Shoulders back. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Press into your hand, look up. Shoulders are back. If you want to take it deeper, bring this forearm back, hand down, arm up. Look up past your thumb. Keep breathing. Bring that arm up, straighten the leg, come up, turn the foot, come back to the front of your mat. Feet together, inhale, take your arms up and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Now take your feet as wide as your back. Fold. You can catch your elbows. Pull down and lengthen. Switch the clasp of the elbows. Thighs are still lifting. Now you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Bring your hand here and give yourself a little twist. Switch sides. Inhale, come up. All right. Now we're going to come down onto the floor. Just a minute. You pull the sit bones apart. Press the backs of the legs down. Inhale, take your arms up. Reach. Exhale, forward fold. You can grab the tops of your toes. Press your toes away from you as you lengthen your body forward. Roll your biceps out and open up your chest. Squirt your chest through your arms. Keep breathing. Take another breath. Bend the elbows. Come on down. Paschimottanasana. Intense stretch of the west. The west being the backside of the body. Straighten your arms. Bring your arms back up. Hands by your side. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Take your left hand behind you. Turn. Keep turning. Left shoulder back. Back. Switch sides. Come back to the middle. Inhale, take your arms up and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Catch your big toes. Actually, catch the sides of your feet. Pull, lengthen, pull. Pull down and up. Shoulders back. Take another breath. Bend your elbows. Come back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more breath. Straighten your arms. Look forward. Inhale. Come back up. Bring your hands down. Now we're going to catch the heels. Inhale. Take your arms up. Exhale. Reach forward. Catch your heels. Pull as you lengthen your sides of your torso away from you. Take another breath. Roll those biceps out. Lengthen as you exhale. Bend your elbows. And down. Straighten your arms and look forward. Bring your arms back up. Press the backs of your legs down. Make your spine lift up away from your body. Let it sprout. Reach. Make your toes move away slightly. 2. My students get after me when I do this. 2. 2. Take one more breath. Exhale. Fold forward. Now grab those big toes. Press your toes away from you. Roll your biceps out. Lift your chest. Keep lengthening the body. Exhale. Bend your elbows. Come down. Straighten your arms and look forward. Take one more breath. Make sure that the sternum is lifted. Bring the arms back up and then bring the hands down by your side. Right, now we're going to lie down on our back. Grab your 2 blocks if you have them handy. If not, you can still do this pose without a block. It'll just be a little bit more of an active pose. So I have this block, and it's in between my feet. The heels are kind of on the outside of the block, and it's catching the inside. Lie down. Bring your heels to your buttocks. Have the other block handy. Bend your elbows. Press the backs of the elbows down to lift the chest. Press into the feet to lift the hips. Press into both. Come up. Catch your block. And you can put it just here, underneath you. Or you can bring your heels in. Take that block to the highest level that works for you. Catch your hands behind it, shoulders back. Press the inner edges of the feet down. Keep breathing. Bend your knees. Take your heels up towards the ceiling. Take your heels away from you. Flex your feet. Now see if you can take your big toes away from you slightly. Legs are straight. Stay here for about 3 breaths. Your buttocks can also be on the floor with your legs up. Bend your knees. Take your feet back down. Press into your feet. Lift your hips. You can take your body off of that block and just hold it. Roll your thighs in. Or you can just stay here. Bring your knees back in. Take your heels to the ceiling. Bend your knees. Take your feet back to the floor. Press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips. Come down. Now cross your right ankle over your left knee. You take your arms out to the side and bring that foot to the floor. Press into that right foot, make the hip move back slightly. And keep both shoulders down. Just a slight twist. And then turn your belly from the bottom to the top. Keep breathing. Pull with that heel and take your knee to the opposite side. Come back up, switch feet. Take that foot to the opposite side. Press into your left foot, make the left hip move back. Both shoulders are down. Press the backs of the shoulders down. Press your backs of your fingers into the floor. Lift the sternum. Turn the belly from the bottom to the top. Pull that knee to the other side. Come back up. Put both feet on the floor. Roll over to your side. Turn your torso towards the floor. Come up. Now we're going to do a little bit of massaging the arms a little bit. You can see. So I'm a dental hygienist by day, and I get a lot of forearm wrist pain and such. So turn your forearm up. With the other hand, take it elbow to elbow. Take that forearm to the other forearm, and then slide as you put pressure forward, and then you can even take it over that wrist. If you find a spot that is more sore than the other, you can stay there and just work on it. Keep breathing. Now take your elbow into the palm of your hand. Don't realize how much soreness we have there. Our fingers are always like little claws. Social media, being on our computers, being on our phones, wrapping our hands around a steering wheel, or a mop, or a broom, or scissors to cut hair. Whatever it is your vocation, we use our hands a lot. Turn your palm down. Same thing. Take that other forearm around. Slide forward. Keep moving. Just a couple more times. Switch arms. Turn your right palm up. Bring the other arm in, the other forearm. Slide it through. Now take that elbow into the palm of the hand. Sometimes you'll notice one hand is more sore than the other. Turn that palm down. Take the forearm. Move it across. Just a couple more times. Now take your hands back down. Make the fingers move away from each other. Take your knees apart, feet together. Take a child pose. Ribs are between the thighs. Bring your forehead down. Press into the hands, take the shoulders back. Take the trapezius muscles back towards the waist. Now walk your hands towards your right. Now take your ear onto your right arm and look up. I learned this from my teacher, Mary Oberhofer. Come back, walk your hands the other direction. Take your ear onto that shoulder and look up. You can lean on yourself. Lean on me. Come back to the middle. Let your head come down. Walk your hands back. Come onto your buttocks. It is time for corpse pose, Shavasana. You ever see those shirts that say, I do yoga for the Shavasana, or I only do yoga for this last pose? So it's a great pose. I keep trying to touch my face, but I don't. And I'm constantly washing my hands. Turn the palms up. Have the armpits at about a 45-degree angle. Shoulders are back. Relax the back of your neck. Relax your tongue. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Take your eyes back away from your eyelids. Feel the calmness that brings. Take the front of your brain to the back of your skull. Keep breathing. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your biceps and your triceps and the inner crook of your elbow. Relax your wrists and each finger. Relax your sternum, your chest. Let your shoulders melt into the ground. Let your body just melt. You're safe where you are.
Relax your lungs. Relax your ribs. Let them open and close freely and gently. Relax your hips as you're doing this. Feel grateful, feel thankfulness that you're healthy right now. And even if you're not, that you have the ability to do this. Relax the front of your leg, the back of your leg. Relax your knees, the back of the knees. Relax the calves, shins, soles of the feet, the heel, and each toe. Stay here for about another 5 minutes, resting, breathing, resetting for tomorrow, because tomorrow is a new day. You never know what one day can change. We'll have a 30-minute practice tomorrow evening at 6:30. It'll be a slow flow. Have a good rest. I'll see you soon. Stay calm and yoga on.